The following is a Shaw TV special presentation.
Tonight's broadcast is dedicated to the men and women who lost their lives in Orlando. The Miss British Columbia pageant will always stand for love over hate. Love wins. Good evening and welcome to the Miss, Mrs. and Miss Teen British Columbia pageants. Leading our grand parade is the current Miss British Columbia. And the reigning Miss Teen BC and Mrs. British Columbia. And now, from all across the province, let's meet the contestants for the title of Miss, Mrs. and Miss Teen BC 2016. Yes, that may be them. This is me, Darren Storsley from Shaw TV Community Connection, and this is the Miss, Mrs. and Miss Teen BC pageant. Now, this is our biggest show in our 14-year history, and we got a lot to do, so we're gonna get at it. And when we come back, you're gonna meet each contestant up close and personal. So ladies, look out to those cameras. One last wave, one last kiss, and don't go away, because we will be right back.
The Miss BC pageant is brought to you by Abbey Florist, Abbotsford. Catering Visions, Surrey.
Welcome back, and as promised, you're about to meet all of the contestants for tonight's title. Let's begin with the contestants for the title of Miss Teen BC 2016.
Bella Penny, West Bank, Miss Teen, Prep This House.
Daria LeBlue, Nelson, Miss Teen Starlight Tools.
Marina Burgess, Creston, Miss Teen Creston Valley Flying Club.
Jamie Sanford, Victoria, Miss Teen CSD Design.
Alicia Collier, Vancouver, Miss Teen Upnagangton.
Christy Duan, New Westminster, Miss Teen Raccoon Asian Cuisine.
Isabel Calaneson, Burnaby, Miss Teen Nando's.
Surrey, Miss Teen Langley Orthodontics, Priya Cooner.
Ramneek Tawanda, Surrey, Miss Teen Precision Carriers.
Surrey, Sonia Rattenpaul, Miss Teen Dairy Queen.
Simran Singh, Surrey, Miss Teen Boston Pizza.
Tamara Akpo, North Van, Miss Teen Pro Nursing.
Alexa Selvey, Maple Ridge, Miss Focus Fitness.
Emma Burton, Abbotsford, Miss Teen Agape Bridal.
Frances Oliver Agassi, Miss Teen The Sparkle Project.
Miss Teen Hair Formers Maple Ridge Julia Christea.
Olivia Wirtz Chilliwack. Miss Teen Sabrina Vandenbrink, Home Life Realty.
And now let's meet the contestants for the title of Mrs. British Columbia.
Sarah Oftendries, Houston, Mrs. Sadad's Lingerie.
Sabrina Ross, Port Alberni, Mrs. Longevity Graphics.
Seema Saxena Victoria, Mrs. Pam Glover Aerobics. Aaron Sanders Abbotsford, Mrs. Valley Feedbag.
Gurpreet Man Sari, Mrs. Gungat Fashions.
Linda Cusick, Mission, Miss Jules Company, Sparkly.
Mrs. United Dentist, Abbotsford, Tejal Kanda, Tooth Fairy.
Tatiana Galata, Cookie Plum, Happy Lifestyle.
And now let's meet the contestants for the title of Miss British Columbia.
Miss Hackle Lake First Nations, Prince George, Marie Stormy Hasnerl.
Clarissa Palick, Christina Lake, Miss Pharmasave, Grand Forks.
Fruitvale, Danielle Beatty, Miss Beaver Valley Lions Club.
Acacia Cali, Vancouver Island, Ocean Island Enterprises.
Patrice Wilson, Souk, Miss Wilson Diving Services.
Carmen Liang, Richmond, Miss CTA Janitorial Group.
Cherise Fernando, Vancouver, Miss Richmond Animal Protection.
Emmy Randville, Burnaby, Miss Langara Fishing Adventures.
Lauren Guelas, Miss Farrow Wealth Planning Investors Group, White Rock.
Miss Kidney Foundation, New Westminster, Haley Chima.
Jeevan Sekon, Vancouver, Miss Burger King.
Delta, Miss Greyhaven Exotic Bird Sanctuary, Jashandeep Jassel.
Clara Yarrick, Vancouver, Miss Siddhartha's Kitchen.
Maya Jararatnam, Vancouver, Miss L Photography.
Raven Tira, New Westminster, Miss Chopped Leaf.
Sherry Dougal, Vancouver, Miss Say's Benefits Consulting.
Tamara Forsyth, Richmond, Miss Look Beyond the Mirror.
Davanshi Vyas, Surrey, Miss Surrey Designs. Felicia Manny, Surrey, Miss Diamond Auto Spa.
Kate McCallum, Surrey, Miss Clothesline Consignments.
Miss Vancouver Lipo, Surrey Critty Chopra. Margaret Onedo, Langley, Miss Viva Orthodontics.
Miss Vancouver St. Giles, May Langley.
Neha Umandran, Surrey, Miss Langley Auto Detailing. Harmdeep Bangu, Surrey, Miss Taquito Martial Arts. Miss Abby Florist, Abbotsford, Ramin Kosa.
Simran Danjal from Abbotsford, Miss Ballender Danjal.
Yun K. Eng, Abbotsford, Miss Fix Auto BC.
And there you have it, 53 reasons why British Columbia is the best place on earth. And when we come back, you're gonna see the ladies looking a little more sporty, so don't go away.
The Miss BC pageant is brought to you by Champagne Dreams, Abbotsford, Coast and Country Caterers, Surrey, BC.
Welcome back, and thank you for choosing Channel 4. Of course, you're watching the Miss, Mrs., and Miss Teen BC pageant, and I'm stepping off stage because they're all stepping on. Yeah, don't you wish you were part of our theater audience? You guys at home, we're having a great time right here, but I hope you can feel this right through the television. Now, when we come back, we are one step closer to revealing who our winners are, because we will make that important announcement of narrowing 53 to just 15. Don't go away.
The Miss BC pageant is brought to you by Fresh Slice Pizza, Walnut Grove, Classic Catering, Abbotsford.
Welcome back, and yes, they deserve that applause for sure, and as promised, we have to narrow this amazing field of 53 to only 15. We've had an amazing time together over the last 3 or 4 days. And yes, 15 step forward, but that doesn't mean that anyone is left behind. Because one of the things I challenged you to do when I first met you was to look within and find one thing you want from this that doesn't depend on a set of strangers, but only depends on you. And I am really hoping that you did that, because that makes you a winner right now, regardless of what is said on these cards. Now, to help with that message, I have a poem, very quick, I'm going to read. I grew up with it on the fridge of my mother. And anytime life didn't go well for me in the way that I thought it should or would, sometimes after a spanking lately, I was read this poem. And I want us to really listen to this and understand. This is now dedication from my mom to me to you. The contest lasts for moments, although the training has taken years. It wasn't the winning alone that was worth the work and the tears. The applause will be forgotten, the prize will be misplaced, but the long, hard hours of practice will never be a waste. For trying to win, you build a skill. You learn that winning depends on will. You never grow by how much you win, you only grow by how much you put in. So in any new challenge you've just begun, put forth your best and you've already won. It's my message from my mom. Here we go. I will ask each lady to step forward as her name is called. In no particular order, here are the top 15 finalists for the title of Miss, Mrs., and Miss Teen BC 2016. Number 1, from right here in Langley, Margaret Anido. And we continue. This time we visit Richmond, Tamara Forsyth. They're happy right now in Burnaby, Isabel Kellison. Can't help to feel a bit of pride for my hometown. Yup, it's Surrey, Paramdeep Bangu. Number 5, yes, already number 5. Vancouver sends us Clara Jarig. We stop in the Fraser Valley, Abbotsford, Aaron Sanders. Back to Vancouver, Alicia Kalia. White Rock, Glorin Guelas. Surrey again, Devanshi Vyas. Yes, there's life in the Okanagan, this time in West Bank. Bella Conchu Penny. I'm wondering if the bustling city of Vancouver has ever heard of this small town of Fruitvale, Danielle Beatty. Surrey's doing us pride. More than just a rodeo, they're sending us tonight Kate McCallum. Next stop on the BC map, Coquitlam, Tatiana Golada. There's just 2 spots to fill. One of them is filled by Raven Thiara, New Westminster. Oh boy. All our former title holders, Ron and myself included, remember what it's like when there's just one name left. And I'll tell you how I took this when I was in Mr. World. I thought, one spot, it's either me or one of my new best friends. I'm happy either way, and I really like these guys. I'm cheering for them, and it was not me. It was Lebanon, God bless him. But tonight, our 5th spot comes to us from Agassiz, Francis Oliver. Congratulations. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have just told you the names of the new Miss, Mrs., and Miss Teen BC, but of course, which name was it? Well, when we come back, we will meet each finalist up close and personal in the interview competition. And as we cut to commercial break, I want to say let's not applaud here and at home just for our top 15, but for all contestants in tonight's competition. And we will be right back.
The Miss BC pageant is brought to you by McDonald's, Alder Grove, Morris Clothing for Men, Langley, BC.
Welcome back. Now, I have to say, I have no idea what's going to happen next. I do know I'm interviewing each of our finalists, but 14 years of this has taught me that I cannot prepare ever for what they may be about to say. Now, in order to help us, I have Ben here. He kind of keeps me grounded when I get a little too excited. And each, I get a little emotional at this part because I know I have to say goodbye soon to our title holders that I've been working with for a year, and they're going to come out and help us with the interview competition as well. So who's coming out first for me to help? Oh, there we go. Oh, Miss Lower Mainland for not very much longer. I know. Yeah, you can hear them all. They're not happy back there at all. Okay. Now, who is our first finalist?
So our first finalist is Margaret Onedo. Margaret is from Langley. She is an acting student at Studio 58. She is starting a non-profit that will bring public showers to the homeless. It is called Rain City Subs.
Hi, Margaret. Your hometown, Langley. They all came out to support you. And here you are in the finals. Now, you have said to us previously that the greatest lesson you have ever learned is the importance of gratitude. I speak a lot about this to the students I teach in psychology. Tell us about gratitude and why that is so important.
So I believe that everybody should live a life full of gratitude. There's a saying, go with the attitude of gratitude. And it has helped me through life because no matter how down I am feeling, no matter how terrible the world seems, there's so much bad news happening right now. The Orlando shootings, the Turkey airport, so much bad happens in the world. So when you take an ounce of gratitude, and you take it to your heart, you start to understand, volunteer, go put some good in the world. So much bad happens already, you might as well put a little good in. So if you go with gratitude, you're grateful for what you have, and so you're able to actually give so much more.
Very well said, and I am grateful for having my path cross yours. Thank you very much. Maxwell will come out and make sure you get to where you have to be next. Oh, we lost Miss Lower Mainland. It's okay. Someone else will come out to help us. I know they rotate. Who do we? Oh, wow. Emily, Miss BC Interior. So great to see you again, my dear. I know last year you were on this side,
Yeah,
and now
swapped it up
you
this
graduate a little bit over there. Who's coming up next?
We have Tamara Forsyth, Miss Look Beyond the Mirror from Richmond. As a mental health advocate, she wants to encourage youth to look beyond the mirror and to focus on the image, and not to focus on the image you see, but rather the image you reflect on your community.
Hi, Tamara. Now, I will say it is good to see you again. I actually met you in this pageant a couple of years ago, and I know that a lot has changed since 2013. I know you run this amazing campaign I've heard a little bit about. I actually remember something you kind of wanted to start doing, and here you are. Tell us a little bit about the Look Beyond the Mirror campaign.
Thank you, and I apologize for my voice. I have laryngitis. But Look Beyond the Mirror campaign is something that I want to get into the school systems and talk to the grade 7s before they enter into high school. I know for myself, when I struggled with an eating disorder, that was about the age that it really hit me. When I first competed here, I didn't have a voice for my platform, and it was through the inspiration of hearing the other contestants that I really found my passion and my voice, ironically. So I want the youth to focus not on the image in the mirror, but rather how their image reflects on the community. Focus that negative energy that they have and put it into something positive in the community. Once you start doing that, you're gonna stop caring what you look like and stop caring what people think about you and start to love yourself and who you are. Thank you.
Thank you. I hope many young women have a chance to hear that message, and young men as well. Thank you very much, Tamara. Miss Vancouver Island, it is so nice to see you. I know I didn't get to hang out with you as much as the other ladies with the little body of water that separates us, but it is so lovely to see you.
Right back at ya.
This from the girl when I called her name and crowned her last year. She's like, "Hey, thanks, buddy."
Yeah.
I thought a crown was worth more than "Hey, buddy," but I love that. It's your personality, and I will miss you tremendously.
As will I. Okay. This is Isabel Callison from Burnaby. She is Miss Teen Nando's Walnut Grove. She's a high school student who is very passionate about her artwork.
Hello, Isabel. I've got some great questions prepared for you. I somehow have to choose one. They're all so exciting. Wow. You know what? I'm going to go with this one because I love smiles, and yours is incredible. Now, your favorite quote is, "Never regret anything that made you smile." So tell me one or two things that really make you smile and why.
Thank you, Darren. A few things that make me smile are when I see little acts of kindness happening around me, especially when it's not me doing it. Because I see that in the world there are so many bad things happening, but I'm so fortunate to live in a place where we don't experience such severe tragedies. So when I see little acts of kindness happening, it's just another step towards making the world a better place.
Thank you so much. And just really quick, because I just want to know, we asked all the girls if they could go on a date with anyone, who would it be? Really, Justin Bieber? Why?
Because his music is very inspiring. I love him.
Thank you very much. I know he would love to. He would love you too. Thank you so much, Isabel. Miss Teen Lower Mainland, so much fun over the last 12 months. Welcome back to the stage. This is why I have Ben.
So our next contestant is Parmdeep Bangu, who's from Surrey. She's a second-year student at UVic doing a degree in commerce. Parm is ambitious, creative, and a hard worker.
Hello. Thank you, Max. Okay. Oh, lots of choices. They love doing this to me. Let's do this. If you could go on a date with anyone, well, most of the other girls gave us a list of some very handsome gentlemen. You had said, I'm not saying this guy's not handsome, I'm about to say, what have I done? But you had said you'd like to go out with Charles Darwin. I find this fascinating. What would a date with you and him look like?
I was thinking sort of a coffee date. I want to sit down with him and talk to him about how agonizing it must have been to realize that God wasn't the creation, God did not create life. And just absorbing and digesting his brain and his thoughts and understanding that you know, how he thought of DNA and the things that he thought of. So just a casual coffee date just to learn about him and his mind and his soul.
And just really quickly here, more for my amusement than anything else, I understand that you do martial arts. I know you're in a gown and heels, but so what? You have 5 seconds. Show us what you do. You did a great job only on Shaw Television. That was a lot of fun. Thank you. Thank you very much, my dear. Oh, the current Miss British Columbia. Hi, so nice to see you again.
Hi. So I will be welcoming Clara Yarig. Clara is a mother, artist, and a techie from Vancouver. She is focused on building a sense of community for mothers, especially single mothers, and acting as a positive role model for single moms.
Hi. This is gonna be fun. Because this sounds fun. I don't know what it is. You're gonna tell me. But a year ago, this exact weekend, okay, I know where I was, but you were somewhere. You were participating in an event called Chasing Sunrise. What is this?
So my friend Julian founded something called Chasing Sunrise to inspire people to get up and get going early in the day. So he started a group of maybe 10 people that would go out and do hikes starting at 2 a.m. and then get to the top of the mountain to watch the sunrise. So that has grown from 10 people to 400 people, and last year I participated in that along with one of my best friends who is also a single mother, and we went and we climbed that mountain in the middle of the night and watched the sunrise together.
That sounds absolutely beautiful. Now, can anybody join? Is this going to be an annual event, or I'd like to sign up for this. I love sunrises. How can we do that?
Yes, there's a Facebook page called Chasing Sunrise, and then there's individual groups. The movement has grown. There's cities all across North America that now participate in Chasing Sunrise. So if you're interested, it's quite easy to find them now.
I'll say the best sunrise I've ever seen was Cavendish Beach, Prince Edward Island. So I'm looking for one to beat that. So I'm going to try and maybe see where I can do that. Thank you so much. What a pleasure. Okay, who do we have next? Oh, Miss Northern BC. Yes, all the way from Prince Rupert. Thank you for coming back after a year.
Thank you so much for having me, Darren.
And who do we have next to interview?
Next, we have Erin Sanders, Miss Valley Feedback Incorporated. She's an RCM certified piano teacher from Abbotsford. Her passion is to inspire people through music, and her favorite things are chickens, dogs, and flowers.
Hi, Erin. I love this. We hear of a lot of people possibly marrying their high school sweethearts, but not you. You went farther back and you married your kindergarten sweetheart. Has he at least matured a little bit since then? Possibly, maybe not. We know men don't get their frontal lobe till late 20s. But Ben still keeps me in line. What is that like, your kindergarten sweetheart, and how has that been over the years?
Well, we met in kindergarten, and then we went to school together for a few years, and then he actually was homeschooled until high school, and then one day he walked in, and I just was like, whoa, he's hot. So, yes, you're very attractive too. And also, yes, but Josh is pretty great. So he came back in grade 12, and then we started dating after high school, and then we got married, and we've been married for 3 years now, and it's very hard, but it is the most rewarding thing ever.
Where's Josh? Is he here tonight? Josh. There he is. He's up there. Hi, Josh. Yeah, handsome. She's right. Now, just before we go, I understand you have a message that you'd like to send out to your piano students if you had the chance on television. Guess what? You're on television.
And actually, one of my piano students is here. I don't know where she is. I can't see her. Oh, up there. So, if I can be up here I'm expecting a really good excuse for the next recital, like really good.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Erin. What a pleasure. Miss Northern BC tries to take the mic from us. It's their way to not have to pass their crowns over. They've been plotting at how not to have to say farewell. Miss Fraser Valley.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I couldn't be better right now.
All right, so next we have Alicia Kalia, Miss Teen Upna Dental from Vancouver. She is a hard of hearing student and has a passion for dancing.
Hello, Alicia. Wow, I love the info I get to learn about these girls. Incredible. Now, you've participated in speaking competitions for the deaf and the hard of hearing. And here you are, speaking on television in front of tens of thousands of people at home and a sold-out theater audience here. So tell us, how can you inspire other people who are hard of hearing?
Thank you for asking that question. So being hard of hearing means I have accepted who I am. So I really want to help people with hidden disabilities to become strong within themselves and be able to stand up for themselves. Because it took me a lot of courage to be able to participate in a speaking competition for the deaf and hard of hearing. Like, I grew up as a young girl who used to struggle with speaking and hearing, but one day I decided I can do this and I can make myself happy. So as I went to speech therapy, I gained confidence, talked to people, and it made me really happy that I can be able to do this, especially being part of the Miss BC pageant. So now I want to create programs for people who are hard of hearing, do so many things, because no matter what we have, we're so unique. And I think spreading positivity to other people and helping others is so important.
Wow. Thank you for your courage and inspiration to others. Thank you. And Miss Fraser Valley leaves, but we do get another friend, Miss Greater Vancouver.
Hello.
Hi.
We have Miss Gloria Nguelos. She is a Miss Faro Wealth Planning Investors Group from White Rock. She is a nurse of a senior care home and a very passionate hip-hop dance teacher.
Hello. Okay, someone you would most like to meet is Beyonce. What do you find inspiring about her? No, you can't speak.
First of all, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and good evening, judges. And Darren, thank you for the question. I really would like to meet Beyonce Knowles because, first of all, she's a woman of integrity and inspiration for many women. And she's a feminist, and she's very passionate about dance. And to me, being able to have this woman be my inspiration is a great deal to me because she inspires me as a dancer, and she inspires me as a powerful woman that speaks up to everything that she feels, that she thinks is right, and it comes from the heart. So I would like to meet Beyonce Knowles because she's powerful, and I believe I am too. Thank you.
Now, don't leave yet. You're gonna do my job for me, okay? Now, I do understand you're a BC Lions cheerleader. No, my job isn't to cheerlead. So you're gonna take us into commercial break with a cheer. You have 10 just do it. A Miss BC cheer. That camera right there, you can see the red light. That's the one I want you to focus on. 10 seconds or whatever really you would like. Take us into commercial break with a Miss BC cheer. Thank you very much. And I know after seeing this, you don't want to go away. We will be right back.
The Miss BC pageant is brought to you by Nando's Flame Grilled Chicken, Walnut Grove, Peak H2O, Langley.
It's where you live. Shaw TV, your local voice.
Welcome back, and if you've just joined us, shame on you. You've missed the first part of the Miss, Mrs., and Miss Teen BC pageant. We are now continuing with the interview competition of our finalists, and we have Miss Charity BC who is joining us. Now, who do we have coming up next?
This is Devanji Viaz, Missouri Designs from Surrey. She is passionate about music, dance, and helping others to the fullest. She just graduated from grade 12, and she's a dance teacher.
Hello. Now, your answer to the question, if you could go on a date with anyone, fascinating, Albert Einstein. Now, I'm sure he would be very happy about this. What would you like to talk about with him on his date?
Well, thank you for the question, Darren. And thank you, everybody, for watching the Miss BC finale. Well, my choice was Mr. Albert Einstein. Not because he made my physics time in grade 11 so torturous, because he did. It's because he's such an inspiring, see, I'm finding it speechless to even talk about him. He's a very inspiring role model for me. And because of him, I'm able to succeed so much in calculus. Because he has taught me how he has suffered through so much in school, and still he's been able to succeed. And because of him, I'm able to conquer all my fears. Not only because he taught me how to survive in this world, but he has taught me how to see the light within all the darkness. He was an inspiration to me, and I would definitely like to talk to him about how he succeeded through all of his school years, because he did not go to school. He was kicked out of school in his elementary years. And looking at him, I'm able to succeed in so many different ways. And I want to inspire other youth so that they can look at him, and not only because he's a scientist, but he is also a role model to many individuals.
Wow. Thank you very much. Now, really quickly, again, my amusement. You also had said, read in your bio, that if on your date you'd like to teach him how to dance. Okay, so you're you. Ben is Albert Einstein. Teach him to dance. 5 seconds, go. Excellent. Ben, not bad.
I know to dance now.
Yeah, yes, you do. Aren't you glad you came?
I'm so glad I came.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Did you? Oh.
Thank you. I will see you very soon. Miss Teen BC. Of course, she also went on to become Miss Teen Canada later in the year. We were all thrilled about that. Welcome back to where this all began for you, Shalom.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here.
Now, didn't you, when you were on this side of me last year, I made you sing, didn't I?
Yeah.
I won't do that, because I'm not sure it went over well, but it was beautiful. It
But
was
I
just a shock.
Instagrammed it. It was a good moment.
Oh, good. It was a great moment for me. I remember that.
It was worth it.
Yes, that's fantastic. Who might I make sing next?
You will be seeing Bella Penny, and she is from West Kelowna. She is Miss Teen Prep This House, and she loves being positive, helping others, and when she grows up, she wants to become a chef.
Hello? Okay, so all the way from, I've got West Bank, but I know it's West Kelowna now. We should learn all about BC here too. It's part of what we are all about. I'm gonna have you tell a bit of your story. I know you shared with us that you have had to stand up for yourself when it comes to being bullied, which is something a lot of youth are facing and adults are facing as well. What are some strategies that you have used for that, and how can your experiences help other people?
Well, one of the strategies I use is to just kill them with kindness. If they be mean to you, you don't return that. You be nice to them, and you just put on a smile, and you can either ignore them, because it doesn't really matter what they say, because at the end of the day, you are an amazing and strong, unique person, and you have so much more to fight for. You are such a beautiful on the outside, but you're even more beautiful in the inside.
Thank you very much. Now, your favorite quote is, "Stop wishing and start doing." I like seeing things like that. What for you do you think is something that you maybe can start doing next? I know this has been a big weekend. What's next?
Next for me is I want to donate more to help different charities. I want to help the people who are disabled, and I especially want to help people who are being bullied. And I want to try to go to We Day. We Day is a big organization where people come together and they encourage others, and we have inspirational speakers. So I want to try to go to We Day to boost up my confidence, not just to boost mine, but to boost others.
Thank you very much. Okay, bye, Shalom. I know you want to keep the title, but don't leave the building. I need you back. Mrs. BC, welcome back.
Thank you very much. All right, we're going to be welcoming Danielle Beatty to the stage. Miss Beaver Valley Lions Club from Fruitvale. She is a dedicated volunteer with a passion for event management. She is on a mission to redefine the word perfect and remind women and girls that they are enough exactly as they are.
Now, before we go to your question, let's just tell people where Fruitvale is for those Vancouverites who don't really like crossing bridges, possibly think we have a different currency exchange, even in Surrey. But where's Fruitvale?
Thank you, Darren. I'm not surprised you would ask me this question because many people ask me this, but Fruitvale is in the BC interior, in the southern portion on the east side, about an hour and a half from Cranbrook, and if you know Nelson, BC, which is super beautiful as well, it's about an hour from there, and it's just a little small village, but I love it, so thank you.
Thank you. Now, a message you would like to send to the world is the quote, "I have enough, I do enough, I am enough." Please tell us what that means to you and how you apply this to your life.
Thank you. So, I am enough, I do enough, and I have enough is a quote by Alexis Jones. She started an organization called I Am That Girl, which is so dear to my heart. It brought me out of a really hard time in my life and has really just helped me get to where I am today. And basically what it means is just that you are enough exactly as you are. No changing who you are. You don't need to be anything better than anybody else, but you are just enough being you. On the inside, your passions, your dreams, all of that makes you you, that means you're enough. And I use it in my life because it's just a reminder to remember that I don't have to live up to anybody else's standards. I just have to be good enough for myself and just really reach my dreams. So thank you.
And thank you very, very much. Yes. Oh, yes, that is what that means. Thanks, Ben. Again, thank you for keeping me in line. You're back. You left so soon. Miss Lower Mainland once again. It's okay. Ben's here. Ben's here.
All right.
See, Ben's here.
So next up, we have Katie McCallum. Katie is an advocate for mental health research and awareness. A writer in her free time, she's always thinking and creating other worlds.
Hi, Kate. You're an aspiring author, from what I can tell here. Now, you said you would like to write a series of books. What would these books be about?
They would be about the worlds that I create in my head. I have always been known as a daydreamer, as someone who's often la la land, and I've always been really, really creative. So these would be about, the characters and the worlds that I dream about every single night. And I can't spoil anything because hopefully you guys all buy them. So yeah.
Now, I do have to know the date question for you. I probably smiled, probably a lot. I was him for Halloween, maybe more than once, maybe even more than just Halloween. Anyway, you would like to go on a date with Thor.
Well, as an aspiring author, I think that going on a date with Thor from a completely different world would be amazing. Talking to him and just learning about all the different cultures and all the different things that we do from our own world, I think would really inspire me, and also, he's Thor.
He's Thor. That's all we need. That's all we need. He's Thor. Thank you very much, Kate. Oh, Yes, Maxwell's looking for you. He's found you. Emily's back. Hi. See, I think they keep turning it off when they leave.
It's just not functioning. Oh,
There we go.
There we go. It's okay, I'm loud. All right, so next up we have Tatiana Galata, Mrs. Happy Lifestyle from the city of Coquitlam. She's a former Heart and Soul Award recipient for inspiring and supporting women. She is self-described as uber talented and is a fashion designer featured in Vogue.
Hello, so nice to see you again. Now, what is the greatest lesson that you have ever learned, and how did you learn this?
The greatest lesson in life you learn when you challenge with the health issues, and that changes your life forever because nobody has tomorrow kind of given to them. So after my surgery that I survived, thank you to God, to universe, I wake up and I change my life. That's what happened. And that's how I end up with the Heart and Soul Award, because I inspire and support women. And I never take for granted anything, not my family, not my friend. And any opportunity, I always say yes, and then you can think about it.
Thank you very much. Well, I'm glad you said yes to being in Mrs. BC. Absolutely. Pleasure to meet you. I've always liked bumper cars at Playland. Sometimes the stage is like that too. Teaching high school kids can be like that too. Miss Greater Vancouver, hello.
Hello again. So tonight we have Raven Tiara. She is Miss Chopped Leaf from New Westminster. She is able to speak 4 languages and hopes to learn a 5th to improve her communication skills, allowing her to volunteer with a plurality of people.
Hi. I got some really great questions, and I'm only allowed to choose 1 or 2. Okay, so you said if you could go on a date with anybody, your answer was by far different than anybody else. You would choose to go on a date with yourself at any age before you are right now. Explain that.
Well, I joined this pageant for the very reason that I wish I had the version of myself I am now when I was younger. Not to miss a lot of the experiences I had, but kind of as a guidance to say, it's okay, life gets hard, but you're a lot harder. And so that date would probably be the most honest date. Think about it, you're talking to yourself, you know what she's gonna say before she says it, so I feel pretty honest.
That sounds like a lot of fun, and I know sometimes we don't spend a lot of time with ourselves, focusing on ourselves. Now, you have a dog at home whom you love very much. I think most of us have probably heard about your dog more than 1,000 times throughout this weekend. You speak of your dog as more like your dog is your child. So I know that your dog's not here because we wouldn't allow that. So there's nowhere else for him to be except at home, probably watching you. That red light's a camera. You get to say hi to your dog.
Well, I'm raising my daughter Sophie very well, so she's probably watching the recording version with a member of my family. But I would say, hi, Sophie. See you soon. Don't stay up. I know you will because you're like Mom, but hey, what can you do?
Thank you very, very much. It's lovely. 3 years ago, okay, you've come a little ways since then, but now you would like to create a youth program providing therapy to people of various disabilities. Tell me about what type of therapy this is and why that's important to you.
Well, I'm a rider, and my mom and I ran a daycare for disabled children for a short time. And in that time, I met a girl who took equine therapy. And I watched that girl blossom in front of me. So I would like to empower youth by putting them in charge of this program where we would take in disabled children, put them on horses for an hour, and lead them around and help these horses. They have amazing spirits. So these horses and these children connect and bring themselves together.
Thank you very much. And just in a couple words, David Suzuki's your date, apparently. Why?
I am very interested in ocean conservation, and he is a man who has done so many great things to promote taking care of our environment, and I'd like to learn how he's done it. And he's also faced a lot of hardships in his life, and he remains positive, so I'd also like to find out what his secret to that is.
Thank you very much, Francis. We will see you soon. Actually, Maxwell, come back. Come back. Just come. We're gonna throw in a commercial break, okay? That red light right there, kind of like the deer in the headlight right there. But that red light right over there, we're gonna look into that. And when we come back, we will see all of our top teen finalists in the evening gown competition, and you don't want to miss this.
The Miss BC pageant is brought to you by Save On Foods, Walnut Grove. The Miss BC pageant is brought to you by Fresh Slice Pizza, Walnut Grove, Catering Visions, Surrey.
Well, we are about to say hello to our new royalty for 2016, but first we have to say goodbye to the ladies who have worn their titles with pride and have visited all parts of British Columbia representing charities such as this one and many more, and being involved in events across BC.
Hi everyone, my name is Chantel Ray. I am this year's, I'm gonna say, Miss Greater Vancouver 2015 to 2016. I'd like to thank every one of you for being here. Thank you to Courage Productions for giving us this opportunity. To my pageant sisters, thank you for joining this journey with me. Thank you to my mom, my dad, my family, my friends. The one thing that I really would like to share to everyone is, with or without a title, you can do so much in this world. Each and every one of us has the opportunity and the gifts to pursue whatever we are passionate about. And I hope you guys enjoy the show, and we're looking forward to see whatever is up next.
Hi, everybody. I don't know how I'm going to follow Chantel. My name is Caitlin Herchak. I'm from Victoria, and my platform is Indigenous education. And like with the opportunity that I had here and all the knowledge I got to share and learn with everybody, I feel so grateful and so warm, and I want to share with everybody this wonderful experience. And I'm so thankful to my BC family, and I can't wait to see the new Miss Vancouver Island, the Miss Teen Vancouver Island. I'm so excited. I can't keep it together. Thank you so much.
So I'm Nika, Miss Teen Lower Mainland, and the experience is absolutely, just no words can describe it. And if our friendship, if you can't tell, is so strong, and if the community work that we did was so wonderfully, I can't even put into words this experience. If you can tell how shocked I am that it's the end, but honestly, I'm so grateful for this experience, and the friendships that we've made will last forever, and that's the honest truth. And with or without our title and crown, it's just, Miss BC is one of the most unique pageants out there, and that's the truth.
Hi everyone, so my name is Cuesta and I'm Miss Lower Mainland 2015 to 2016. Being a pageant title holder has given me an opportunity to go into different classrooms and interact with different people. One of my favorite memories is going into a classroom of grade 3s. And this has been burned into my memory just because I was able to ask them the question of, if there's one thing you want to protect, what is it? And I got them to write on their hands or on their wrists the one thing that they want to commit to protecting this year that was close to their hearts. We would normally think that grade 3 kids would say maybe their family and friends and their teddy bears. And that is true. That is one of the answers that I've gotten. But some of the answers that I got were really profound. I got one girl writing that she wants to protect the poor, and another one writing that he wants to protect freedom. And I think that's one thing that we can take away from being title holders, is knowing that the people we interact with actually have a lot of profound wisdom and a lot of insight. And I think that's something that we need to remind ourselves of, so that when we interact with everyone, we're there to learn from them, and we're there to also support them in creating that environment for them to reach their dreams. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Shalom Reimer. I am Miss Teen BC 2015-16, and as of 3 months ago, Miss Teen Canada 2016-17 in Montreal, Quebec. It's been such an overwhelming year. I would not have ever thought as a young girl that this would be where I am today. I never saw myself in pageantry, but it has opened so many doors for me and has helped me learn how to become a leader. And I've been able to share this experience with, just at a conference alone, to over 2,000 young teens about the importance of being leaders, serving our community, and really showing that leadership even within our school communities, because I really think that's where we really need to support, is our teens, our future generation, and to help them lead and guide into their new world and the new experiences that they'll achieve. And one of my favorite memories was quite recently, actually. I helped out at the BC Box of Love through my church, Christian Life Assembly. And there we got to pack boxes of love full of hygiene products and toys and candy. And we just got to watch over 600 students open the boxes at the same time in these inner city schools and just see the joy and their faces light up over such the simplest things. And they were shaking as I was walking by, just seeing it Princess. And it was just the most unbelievable experience. And as a high school student, I just graduated 3 days ago. That is something I will treasure forever, and just such a beautiful experience. And I also want to take the time to say thank you to this pageant, because truly I got so much out of this, and I would not be the woman that I am today, especially with these ladies here. I call them my big sisters because most of them are all older than me. So even though I'm a little taller, but I thank them, and they've just been so great to me.
Hi everyone, my name is Shakti. I am Miss BC 2015. My year has been remarkable, surreal, and beyond memorable. It's been filled with a plethora of amazing opportunities, from working with nonprofits and NGOs, both local and global, to working with my fellow title holders, who I am more than proud to call my sisters, in making a positive difference in society and giving back to our community. One of the most memorable experiences for me this year was going to Thailand recently. I spent 2 weeks there working with underprivileged women and children and empowering them to pursue an education, because I believe that education is a key to escaping poverty, as well as closing the gap between social injustice and inequality. And a year ago, I wouldn't have thought this dream of empowering others to even be possible, to even become my own reality. And I'm more than thankful to the Courage Productions family for making this dream possible for me. And tonight I will be passing on my title and welcoming the new Miss BC as she embarks on a life-changing journey. And although it's a bittersweet moment for me, I'm more than happy knowing that I will be leaving this with so much more. And I just wanted to leave you all with one quote. It's one of my favorite, and one that started my journey as Miss BC. The most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or touched, but felt from the heart.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Shalini. I was the title of Mrs. BC for 2015. I accepted this title in 2015, and I was riddled with so much excitement, yet somehow so much fear. It was so overwhelming. But as I continued on with my reign, I have had so many enriching experiences. I've learned to carry myself with much more dignity, much more elegance and grace, and much more confidence. As I started this event last year, it was parallel to when I launched my business. And at that moment in time, I was leading a life of invisibility, and this event has allowed me to become and grow into a much more visible person in my community. Standing along these beautiful, lovely ladies, I love them so unconditionally, and I could not have seen my growth without them. So thank you for being by my side and loving each other as we are unconditionally. I love them for who they are and not what they should be, but who they are as individuals. My most memorable experience this year has been standing on stage at the Terry Fox Run at Stanley Park and doing the closing ceremonies. One of my biggest achievements has been showing up as someone in leadership in front of hundreds of people. That was my goal this year, and I actually did accomplish that. We all have a voice, and it's important to know that people are listening and they are inspired by us. So as I pass on this opportunity to Mrs. BC 2016 and 17, I'd like all the ladies to know that yes, there are opportunities that Courage Productions is going to offer you, but in order to be a unique leader, you must open yourself up to creative and unique opportunities by putting forth your own step. Thank you.
The Miss Charity title usually goes to the contestant who raises the most funds. I received this crown in an unusual way. One of the aunts who raised me passed away shortly before the pageant, and she was an amazing, generous woman who made sure there would be enough to cover her funeral expenses. As monetary gifts came in, my family decided they wanted to donate to the Canadian Cancer Society, not knowing that our pageant was raising funds for one of their subsidiaries. Remarkably, I was still $2,000 short when the pageant happened because someone had fundraised more. But it was a miracle that someone donated online the day of the pageant and put me over the top. I'm here today because of the amazing Courage Productions family, because of the kindness of my family, and the grace of God. And I'm so grateful to stand with all these remarkable, beautiful, amazing women as they stand for their platforms and for the passions of their hearts. To all of you, to the future contestants and title holders, I have to say, you are who you are, regardless of what titles people give you or don't give you. And who you are is fearfully and wonderfully made, holy and dearly loved, and totally ridiculously awesome. We are standing for you and with you. We believe in you, and we hope that you do so much more than we did this year. All the best to all of you from Zana Gray, Miss Charity BC.
Hi guys, so my name is Emily and I was Miss BC Interior for the 2015-2016 run. And when I first got myself in a pageant, I didn't know what I was getting myself into, and I wondered, will I have to be less of myself? Will I have to bend myself? Will I have to push myself to fit into some cookie cutter pageant stereotype? What will I lose of myself throughout the experience? And instead, I came here, and I am coming to the end of a big year of growth, a big year of big, big love, big joy, but also a lot of really big pain. And I learned that I don't have to give up anything of myself. And we stand here today united, not because we're the same, but because we are diverse, and we bring something special from ourselves to each of the table that is our family. And so I wanted to thank each and every one of the women that I am honored, absolutely honored to be standing here next to tonight, for standing by me in all of my joy, in all of my accomplishment, and in all of my loss. I love you so very dearly. And as Confucius once said, our greatest glory is not in never falling, but learning to rise each time I fall. Thank you for teaching me what it means to be strong, and thank you for showing me that I don't have to change a single thing to change the world.
A harsh fact of life is that eventually the clock expires. Eventually the sand in the hourglass runs out. As my reign comes to an end, I've been reflecting on the most life-changing year of my life. A year where I was surrounded by women of hope, courage, and passion. To those competing today, I hope you feel grateful to stand among such brilliant women. Most importantly, I hope you use your voice to make a difference with or without a title. Because what you do will impact the lives of others. Trust me when I say the world has the most beautiful things to offer you, but it is upon you to get out there and seize every day. Find a group of people who inspire you and relentlessly push you to be your best. A group like mine. A group of girls that quickly changed from being my friends to being my family. Spend as much time with them as you can, and I promise you it will change your life in ways that you could never have imagined.
Kirti Singh. I am the current Miss Fraser Valley 2015-2016. It is true, as they say, leaving sometimes is not a matter of choice. To think back a year ago, I would have never imagined that I would be here today. All of the experiences, all of the opportunities that I was given, I am so grateful and so blessed. And I would just like to thank my parents, my family, my friends, the Miss BC program, and my pageant sisters and mummies. I love you all so dearly. I am so thankful to have you all in my life. I started off with the platform of raising funds for underprivileged countries and providing them with medical resources and supplies that they lack. And it's just been amazing that I was able to impact so many lives. And then this year I encountered some changes in my life, and I began a new journey, finding myself and building a better me. And that all has to do with domestic violence. So now I'm raising awareness for women. And I'm so grateful for all of the opportunities. And again, I thank each one of these women for being by my side. They have seen me at my best, they have seen me at my worst, and they've never judged me. To all of the contestants and the future title holders, be ready for the most exciting, most memorable, most stressful year of your life. And I mean that. But it's definitely all worth it. And like I had mentioned before, I told them all to take lots of pictures because it's just gonna fly by. Thank you.
The Miss BC pageant is brought to you by Coast and Country Caterers, Surrey, BC. Brighton College.
Yes, this is it. These are the provincial titles. Miss Teen British Columbia. Vancouver, Alicia Kalia. Mrs. British Columbia from Coquitlam, Tatiana Galata. And they will be joined by Miss British Columbia right now. Let's just do it. Miss British Columbia 2016 from White Rock, Glorin Guelos. Glorin, you are Miss BC 2016 right over here. From thousands of applications across the province via the website to the 53 selected on stage tonight, to our regional title holders and our 4 provincial title holders for 2016. Wait, you have to kiss it. If it drops, you have to kiss it. Ben has to kiss it. There we go. Now it's gonna be okay. And Glorin, come and join us right here. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. You have been a patient, kind audience. We will see you next year. Peace, love, honesty, and respect. And I'm going to Michigan. See you next year. Thank you. If there's glitter, it means it's Trevor. Congratulations, my dear. Wow. This is fun.